Wherever you're from. So I'm going to do a bit of a banter of when I lived over in Ireland. Oh, sorry. For some reason, every time I start, I got to sneeze. Whoa, pardon me. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to do my beading, not beading, but I'm making bracelets. I do make a lot of crafts and I sell them at the farmer's market. I really do enjoy doing that. So I sell like crystals. So what I'm making here is carnelian bracelet. So I'm going to make it where it goes 3 times around. I think that is like the in thing, or I like to bring it in because I think it looks sexy. Don't mind me, I'm putting on my granny glasses here. I can't see worth a damn. So while I'm sharing this story, I did live over in Ireland for about 6 years. I went over in 2011 till 2012. I was in Scotland for 6 months. I really did enjoy it over there. It was a small village, as they would be called. Here it'd be a small town. So it's quite a lot of difference from Canada to Europe when it comes to buildings and the way people look at things. The one thing I found really comical over there was when it was lunchtime, the stores close. So they close from, I think it's like 12 till, I think it was like 12:45, or it was like a good hour, I believe. And I'm so used to, just getting up, and if I need something, I just make a run to the grocery store or the gas station, as they would call, what do they call gas stations over there? It wasn't a gas station. Anyways, the reason why I wanted to do this video was there was a time when I did volunteering for this festival they had in the summer. Oops. And, well, it was posted that they were looking for volunteers to help bring awareness to people about recycling. So that's one thing over in Ireland, because recycling is basically non-existent. And when you have a bottle or pop, when people buy their drinks in the bottle, what do? They throw it out in the field or in the ditch. I just thought it was like really disgusting, So they don't give you money for these returns. Like here in Canada, when you buy, say, a bottle of pop, you pay a fee for the deposit. When you bring that bottle back in, you get that deposit. In Ireland, they don't have that, So when I was working this festival and we were to bring it to people's attention, there was these bins that you can put your recycling in. So I did more research and I talked to a few people, and apparently it's proven. I asked them, I said, where does this recycling go to? They said, well, it goes on a ship that goes across over to China. I said, it doesn't make sense. Why doesn't Ireland build buildings and do their own recycling and hire their own people? Because over in Ireland, you'll be surprised how many people don't want to work. One, because jobs over there, they don't have benefits like medical and dental like they do here in Canada. I mean, you pay into it, right? But they pay a good portion of it, you know? And so over there, they don't have anything like that. I always said Ireland idolizes the USA when it comes to people and their health and well-being. So they rather pay people to live on the dole, which is here in Canada they call welfare. So they rather for people to do that. And yeah, you know, it's pretty sad. I mean, not to say that there's people here in this part of the world living on welfare as well. But I was shocked when, like I said, finding out. And, you know, I watched a video from another person. I cannot remember the person's name, so I cannot direct you to the YouTube person or YouTube about where he actually took a video showing to prove that recycling is all a bullshit. Excuse the language. BS. A facade. We're all being lied to, you know. Yeah, so coming along on my bracelet here. I still got quite a ways to go. So the length I want to make it is, I only got this much on there. So I want it to go around the wrist 3 times. So I'm thinking it'll be about 36 inches long, maybe, if not longer. Maybe. Anyways. So it's hard to see these little beads because they're small. And then to find the hole. So about my crafting that I like to do, I do various kinds of crafts. I've always been like that. So this is a shirt I made, one of many that I've made, Decolonize. I stand up for my people here in Canada. I don't know if a lot of people have heard, sorry, it's a lazy day, it's my day off, about the residential schools here in Canada, right? Well, when the Europeans came over, you know, this was some time ago, they brought over their religion, which is Catholicism. My First Nation relatives and family and ancestors, when they came over, not only did they torture and rape and murder my people, so there is like generations of hurt, resentment, and anger that goes on because of what has happened. So since this COVID, for some time now, they've been going to a lot of these churches and residential schools, and they have dug up unmarked graves, many unmarked graves of young children, babies, young youths, unmarked graves. I do have a uncle that is buried at the old church in Batoche. It's not very far from here. My grandmother has never ever spoken about it, right? But my mom just found out not long ago, before my grandmother did pass away, that, you know, it is her brother, and she didn't know, you know. My grandma has had a lot of trauma because of the residential schools. Catholic churches have caused a lot of harm. And I've watched a lot of videos talking about Ireland. I watched a video on, I think it was Sinead O'Connor that has brought up the truth and what has happened with the churches. I mean, back in the day, even in Ireland, many children and pregnant mothers, they had their children ripped away, either put in like group homes, adopted out, or murdered. That has happened over here in Canada as well. There's a lot of, like I said, children that have been dug up in these residential schools and churches just recently, the past year or so. I think there's well over 8,000 unmarked graves of children that were dug up. Yeah, you know, it's like they would take the children. So, I mean, when my grandmother was about 3 or 4, she was taken away from my great-grandparents, her parents. My great-grandmother is from North Dakota, Turtle Mountain. And my great-grandfather is from Red Pheasant Reserve, as well as my grandma and grandpa. So, anyways, going on. I have mentioned that my mother went through the 60 scoop. So it was the same thing. The children were taken away from their parents. This is what the First Nation people have had to endure and go through. Yeah. I will make another video and talk more about that because of the painful history, past history. It has affected not only me, but my brothers. You know, I've had to learn how to look at life, deal with things in life differently, you know, because it's basically, you know, instilled in you when you're a child. You know, this is like, you don't know what is normal, you know. So, yeah. But anyways, I've learned to deal with it and move on. I just know what's best for me and what makes me happy. Doing this makes me happy. Yeah, so anyways, going on about things I like to do. I'm a crafter, and I think I've become a crafter due to the lifestyle that I had to grow up with. Today is working on my day 2 fasting again. So it's going pretty good. I've been maintaining my weight, and I'm trying to work on a healthy way of losing weight. So hopefully I'm going to see, I want to lose like another 2-3 pounds, right? Yesterday, another staff and I took the residents for a nice long walk. It was longer than we anticipated, but that's okay. It was good. We enjoyed it. And today's my day off, so I'm just kind of chilling at home and doing crafts. Made this bracelet. I bought some tie-dye. I love tie-dyeing. I found some amazing fabric when I went to Value Village, and Value Village is a secondhand store. It's a massive store here in PA, and you find some amazing things. So like I said, I made this shirt. I did the bleach splatter. I did the hands as a resemblance to like the children. So here in Canada, we have a certain time of year where we will wear orange, and the shirt usually says all children's lives matter. Children's lives matter. to support all the children that have died at the residential schools and churches and elsewhere. So yeah, I made this one. I have made many other shirts. I will show some other time. But yeah, bleaching is a neat, unique idea. So, you know, you can whiten the black parts and then you can probably spray different tie-dye colors on it. And yeah, I'm always doing some kind of craft and I enjoy it. Yeah. So that's a bit about me, a bit about the recycling. So you know that when you get the recycling into those blue bins, they pick it up, but they sell it to China, and what they do there, we do not know. And I'm baffled because it's like right here where I live in PA. They can build a building here, because there's many buildings that are empty here, and hire people to sort through the recycling. And each town and each little city or big city, they can do that. And I don't understand why it is like, it's all a lie. It's all shipped to China. From there, I don't know what they do with it. But yeah, or it ends up in the garbage fills, whatever they're called, landfills. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching.